Good morning, my friends. Today is day 5 of our 28 days of Airstream renovation, and today is a big day. What's up these cars, will mine? I have the rest of the day, about a solid 8 hours, if I can work that long, to get done as much as I can possibly get done. Yeah, it's day 5. We only have, 23, 24 days until our first trip. And I was thinking about today, like, we can't just be working on stuff up until that. I have to be able to stock, the cabinets and, get everything ready for the camp out. So I need at least a day, probably 2, in order to get that done. But I could also be buying stuff and, getting that all prepped in the meantime. Anywho, let's move into day number 5. Oh, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and the little bell next to it so that you will be notified anytime we release a new video. Now, day 5. Enjoy. On today's menu will be Dremel, Filler, and Primer. So much fun. The bottom portion of these walls is still pretty grody, so before I fill these holes, I think what I'm going to do is come in with a little bit of crud cutter, clean it off, and then maybe sand it so I can get a cleaner surface. It is a night and day difference once I cleaned it off. I sanded the walls after I cleaned them, and that's going to scuff up the surface that will help prep it for paint when I'm to that point. So now I'm going to continue filling holes now that I'm not filling holes over a dirty ass wall. Check out these. Ew. And the sander I'm using is the 5-inch orbital sander. All right, team, progress has been made, but my legs hurt from sitting cross-legged on a hard piece of wood all day. So I think it's time for a Home Depot run. But first, I wanted to show you what I have gotten done thus far today. We're obviously filler. The wall looks drastically cleaner than it did earlier. I got all the way up to about there. This section I'm going to do when we get back, or maybe save it until tomorrow. Let's go to Home Depot, though. I need a little walk, and I love the Depot. Let's go. And off we go. Home Depot. Ah, the Depot. We have arrived. I need to get some kind of small tool belt, but I don't want it to be too big. I want something that already has a belt on it. That'll work actually. Alright guys, we got everything we need. Let's head back to the Airstream. Got my bag of goodies. And look who decided to stop in for the day. It's Goran. Oh, hello.
How's it going?
Good. How's your day going?
Living that Airstream life?
Yeah. I had to get some Depot supplies.
Sweet. Sweet. What do we need? Flex Seal? Ooh.
It was the spray. I want to experiment with it.
Oh.
Back from the store, took a little break, hung out with Goran for a little bit, and now it is time to get back to work. I am almost finished with all of the hole filling in the back. That took a really long time. It was like 3.5 hours between the dremeling, the cleaning of the walls, the sanding of the walls, cleaning them again, and then filling them. I undoubtedly will have to go back and fill some of the holes again, but it's looking pretty good back there. I want to start prepping in the bathroom. We're going to be pulling out the bathroom fan later tonight after it cools off a little bit. And I want to clean up the area around it and get that all sanded and prepped and primed and maybe even paint it a little bit, just so that when we put the new one in, it's gonna look good. But we'll see what I can get done. It's already almost 5 and I need to cook dinner. But I'm happy with the progress, honestly. Let's go get to it. I had to change my shirt because I looked, it looks disgusting. I had stuff all over the place, so fresh shirt to get dirty. All right, let's go. Okay. After much research on the interwebs, we came to the conclusion that this Kills adhesion is going to be best for our purposes. This primer is pretty dope. The whole shtick of it is excellent adhesion to tough to paint surfaces. We're going to be painting a lot of fake wood, wallpaper, metal, vinyl surfaces, and this primer, from my research and Goran's research, should do the trick. So here's hoping. Right now, I'm just gonna get a coat of this up onto that one section of the ceiling in the bathroom to see how it does. I sanded the surface, cleaned it, and taped off everything I needed to tape off. I'll probably use my TSP substitute before I paint, just to give it a little bit more deglossing, because we're not removing the vinyl wallpaper that's on there. And hope for the best. All right. That'd be funny if it just spilled all over me. No, it wouldn't be. I'm going to put some drop cloth and tape it up here so it doesn't get on the mirror and everything. I'm back. I'm gonna do one coat on the ceiling of this TSP. It's a Crud Cutter No Rinse Pre-Paint Cleaner. It's a TSP substitute. You can also use TSP. It's just gonna help the paint stick better to this strange surface. So I'm gonna do that. Whew, I can already see that this paint is going to make such a difference in this Airstream. You guys, one coat of primer on the ceiling and it looks like an entirely new bathroom. Check this out. I put one coat of the Kills adhesion on the ceiling and got all the corners. I'm gonna let this dry and then it's gonna be ready for a top coat. So I think I'm gonna move on to priming the shower a little bit. Whew, that was a heck of a day. So we got a lot done. Got almost the entire back area filled. All the holes are filled, except for one little section of wall and the ceiling. That took a lot of work, but it's gonna look really great. And then we did a little bit of work in the bathroom. I was able to prime the ceiling right where the new fan is gonna go. And I used up the rest of the paint to do one wall of the shower, so that's good. Oh, I'm really tired though. I need to go and cook some dinner. I'm starving. So that's it for day 5 of the 28-day Airstream renovation. Be sure to join us tomorrow for day number 6. And of course, if you have not subscribed to this channel yet, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the little bell next to it so that you will be notified whenever we release a new video. Things are really starting to move along now. I'm pretty excited. That paint, even just the primer, made a hell of a difference in the bathroom. It's gonna look like a completely different trailer in here when we're done. And I think we're gonna be able to get a lot done in the next 23 days that we have left before our trip. Okay, see you next time.